can't believe Joker 2 is just switching up genres and becoming a musical. It's gonna be something like this. Hello comic book fans, thanks so much for clicking on this video. My name is Chris. It's time to get loud and loony because we are at the point of no return with the Joker sequel. For the longest time, comic book fans were thinking this movie was a myth, it's not really gonna happen. Joker was fine as a standalone movie, but I think you can pretty much credit Joker 2 actually being a thing thanks to Discovery and Warner Brothers coming together where they warned us something like this would happen. So what I'm going to be doing here for you guys is breaking down the latest details involved with Joker 2, how they're going to be introducing Harley Quinn, the fact that this movie is now a musical, but really, I need to know your guys' thoughts. I know immediately when this news hit, there was already a ton of people going, a musical? Not watching it, dude. So be sure to tell me whether this makes you more excited or less excited. Alright, so just out of the blue tonight, we had the Hollywood Reporter come out and say that Joker 2 with Lady Gaga in early talks to join Joaquin Phoenix, Todd Phillips in musical sequel. They have it here in the article that details on her character are being kept under wraps, but Joker is known for his on-off abusive relationship with Harley Quinn, his psychiatrist at the mental institution known as Arkham Asylum, who falls in love with him and becomes his sidekick and partner in crime. It is unclear whether Phillips and company are using DC characters or striking their own, as they did in many instances with the first movie. If a deal makes, Gaga would play Quinn. However, this new Quinn exists in a different DC universe than Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn, which most recently appeared in 2021's The Suicide Squad, as well as several other films. And last but certainly not least, but wait, that's not all. Sources say the sequel is also a musical. So a lot to digest in there real quick. Let's start off with Lady Gaga possibly being Harley Quinn. This is something that we had actually heard and was rumored long ago, but it sounded almost too ridiculous and fan-casty for it to actually be real. Now we're actually at this moment. Lady Gaga is really close to being our new Harley Quinn, and I could not be more excited for that. Don't get me wrong, I love Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. I think she does a fantastic job. And this news also doesn't mean that Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn is done for. I'm sure we're still going to see her more in future projects. But to now be getting a more serious, dramatic version of Harley Quinn where they can actually go into the relationship of how Joker mentally seduced this doctor and basically turned her into her puppet, something that we got like 10 seconds of in the original Suicide Squad, that movie alone warrants the Joker sequel, and it makes me absolutely pumped. The only thing I hope they do with this relationship, and I know it sounds kind of effed up for me to say this, but I've always felt it this way when watching Joker and Harley Quinn in the animated series, is Joker doesn't give a rat's butt about Harley Quinn. It was always a means to an end for her to do what he did to Harley Quinn. He keeps her around because he uses her as a human shield, or because she knows she's loyal as heck and could always be there for him, but he doesn't really love her. He doesn't care about her. If given the chance, he'll happily let her life be sacrificed over his. At least that's the relationship I always saw with the Joker. So I hope in this movie they kind of play up with that. That they don't make this actually a love relationship, that it's all very one-sided. And psychologically, what could that mean for Lady Gaga's character and Joaquin Phoenix's character? Plus, also, if you show Joaquin Phoenix being able to do these mind games with a professional doctor that's supposed to be treating him, that would fix one of my biggest issues with Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, and is that the guy is not threatening or able to take on a Batman. Don't get me wrong, his Joker movie was great, but it was a great drama about a person with mental issues. It was not a great Joker movie. I stand by my statement that Adam West could so far outsmart Joaquin Phoenix's Joker because they have done very little to show the intelligent side of Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. So if in this movie they dive into how he can play mind games, how he can trick Lady Gaga's Harley Quinn, that's when I'll start believing, okay, this is an intelligent Joker and one you don't want to mess with. But now to that part they're mentioning here about a musical. Look, I don't blame anybody who doesn't like musicals. For a time, I wasn't into them either. And even to this day, I'm very picky with the kind of musical movies I go into watching. But let me tell you, when a musical is good, oh my god, is it good. And with talent like Lady Gaga as your vocal cords and the dance moves that Joaquin Phoenix's Joker has that made the world go crazy on those stairs, there is something really creative and wild you can can do here by making this movie a musical. And I think some people who are not excited by this, you just gotta think it'll probably be 4 or 5 songs total in this entire movie. I really don't think it should deter a lot of people from seeing it. So really, coming from someone that was fine if we just got one Joker movie, I didn't think we really needed another, but I wasn't against a sequel happening. And I really wasn't excited for a Joker 2. I was like, okay, it'd be nice to see Joaquin Phoenix again, maybe do something with it. But now bringing in Harley Quinn, that relationship, adding in the musical elements, like, my curiosity is piqued and I want to see this madness go down. So that's where I throw it off to you guys. How do you feel about the Joker 2? Not only possibly bringing in Lady Gaga's Harley Quinn and turning it into a musical. Leave your thoughts down below. Don't be forgetting to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on Twitter at 3C Films or on TikTok at 3C Films. But as always, I'm Chris. Take care.